The United States Geological Survey estimates that there's several million earthquakes a year on Earth, and there's approximately 50 a day that register 2.5 or greater on the Richter scale. So the Earth is constantly moving, whether we're aware of it or not. And it's my hope that through this sculpture that people consider the macro and micro processes through which we interact with the world and the Earth on a daily basis. My name's Christina Lorena Weisner, and I'm a sculptor, and I teach in the Department of Humanities and Fine Arts at the College of the Albemarle. So as an artist, I work with found objects, specifically scientific instrumentation. I'm interested in objects for what they say about our desires as human beings, so what we want to know about the world. I found these ocean bottom seismometers at a surplus facility, one stop away from the landfill, essentially. When I found these objects, they had oil all over them, and I had to wash them off and clean them and scrub them down, and as I was doing that, they were clinking together, and they were making these beautiful tones, sort of like gongs in the Buddhist tradition or church bells in the Christian faith. And I thought, you know, there's something really beautiful about these tones that these objects are creating. And so at that point, I decided that I would like for it to be a sound piece. The sculpture consists of 9 glass hemispheres which sit atop plexiglass cubes which are engineered to resonate sound, with arms built to strike the hemispheres when activated by real-time seismic activity based on the U.S. Geological Survey's website.
Well, within the sculpture is some 200 feet of wiring that goes through all the tubes to connect up the PC of the sculpture that's monitoring the internet and getting the actual data feed from the U.S. Geological Survey. Another program picks up this data and changes it into an audio tone that corresponds to each one of the Richter scale levels. This little control computer then takes the information to the tone, and depending on which tone it is, which represents the magnitude of the earthquake that's happening on Earth, it takes that tone and then activates a little solenoid coil that's out at each one of the actual found bowl objects in Christina's sculpture. For instance, a magnitude 4 earthquake coming in would actually ring bells 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think it does it again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you heard 4 bells repeat, that would be a magnitude 4 earthquake coming in.
Christina approached us to make an arm for her sculpture. So it started out with a sketch of her idea of what she wanted, and then we went to another campus where we have a computerized water jet cutter. Then it's just a matter of setting a piece of metal up and cutting all the parts out.
There's an actual working seismometer that was left in one of the hemispheres that I found. So as you walk around the sculpture, you can literally see your footsteps on a seismograph. And then on the other screen, there's an image of the U.S. Geological Survey's website, their screen where it shows the Earth, and it's showing any current seismic activity all over the world. And so you can literally create this comparison between your body and the movement of the Earth simultaneously. It's been wonderful having the sculpture here at the College of the Albemarle Professional Arts Building Gallery. I enjoy that in this location they're overlooking the Pamlico Sound and still have this connection to the water. It's been really nice to see the sculpture finally take form and come together after working on it for about 2 years. And we'll be packing it up here in this space. However, the show is scheduled to travel to different spaces in North Carolina and perhaps also nationally.